Hi everybody, I'm Jennifer Angel. Welcome to the week of October the 16th. So I'm going to start with the planetary overview and then go into each individual sign as I do every week, and I'll put the time code so you can go along to your sign without, unless of course you want to watch all signs. Now I have a new course, just a little bit of general knowledge. I've introduced a baby astrology program, not a course, but just a baby astrology chart reading and a deluxe session as well. So if you know where I personalize it all with the baby's photos and everything, so that's become very popular. If you know of anybody who's having a baby soon, send them along to the site, okay? On the consultation pages, and I've made some changes on the site to try and simplify it a little bit more, so everything goes off and links off from that consultation page, except for the horoscopes, of course, which has a separate menu. All right, so let's get into it. So the main planetary interactions are happening towards the end of this week. Of course, right now, it's, Friday the 13th, we're heading into a solar eclipse tomorrow. And then a couple of weeks after that, we're going to be, into the lunar eclipse. So it's a very intense time, particularly what's happening around the world right now. It just sort of intensifies it. So, my prayers go out to, everybody that's affected with the chaos or war or whatever is happening in the world. Okay. So just keep in mind that, when the moon energy is quite intense, but excuse me, now we're talking about next week, the week of October the 16th. So it's getting towards the end of the week. On the 20th, the sun will conjunct with Mercury. The conjunction is when it's at the same degree in the same sign. I mean, not always in the same sign, but in this case, when it's an exact degree, of course, it is in the same sign. Now, the sun and Mercury together, I mean, Mercury, they're both in the sign of Libra, and this really helps us to stand up to ourselves and just make a point of the message here is to make sure that whatever you're doing doesn't just suit everybody else, that it also works for ourselves. Okay. But you can gain a great deal of clarity for the decisions that we make, during this time. But, just consider your choices and consider the outcome. And that's what the Libra energy is very good at doing. It's just like, okay, if I do this, I go that route, then that's going to happen. If I go that route, that's going to happen. Of course, it's Libra birthday time. So happy birthday, Libras. Excuse me. Now, over the weekend, there'll be 2 squares with the Pluto, which is a very transformational energy. One with the Sun and Pluto, and the other with Mercury and Pluto. Planet Pluto sits in the business-oriented sign of Capricorn, been there for a while, of course, slow-moving planet. It's on its way, moving out into Aquarius over this next year, to and froing. And the Sun and Mercury, is in Libra, the sign of relationships. So this can indicate that because the square is traditionally challenging, okay, so this is really a message just to tread more carefully with business matters, not to push too much. All right, so take a step back, see what develops, which will gain you a great deal of clarity about what other people are doing and thinking. And once you do that and step back and sort of be an observer a bit, then this really helps to put you in a place, a more powerful place, and a more strategic position. And then shortly after Mercury's squares with Pluto, it will move to ingress into the next sign, which is Scorpio. Now, in this position, Mercury and Scorpio, and you threw Pluto in there, and so that really sharpens our thoughts and instincts in a way to pay attention to our intuition. Okay, Scorpio's a water sign, so it's very much about intuition. So just before you go ahead and agree or disagree to anything, then you want to ask yourself, how does it look and how does it feel? If you get like a green light, and you feel, okay, yes, it all looks good, feels good, then you're good to go. If not, then you want to do a little more sort of digging, a little more research. Perhaps you just need to sit with it for a little longer and just see how you feel, all right? Now, the week is going to conclude with two favorable astral interactions, which are trines. So the trine is like a lucky, easy flow, goes with the flow. So you want to make sure that you keep your heart and your mind and your energy open, because the more that you can do that, the more that things will flow, and the more that you get that allowing energy of people, things, and situations to be attracted to you. So it's really like necessary just to try not to be anxious about things, because that anxiousness and that worriness tend to sort of block the energy, and just wait to see what happens. Like life can change in an instant, literally. Now, the first trine is between Mercury and Saturn, both in water signs. So the trines are always in the same element. So this is a water sign trine. And so this being water, it highlights a higher level of instinct and, instinctual senses and intuition. So, just be aware and watch for those coincidences, chance meetings, serendipity. And, once that happens, you take notice of it. It's like, okay, this is sort of opening up. Things are sort of opening up, and they're flowing. So it's a good sign that, things are happening right for you. Now, the other astral trine is between Venus and Jupiter. Now, this is one of the most advantageous, beneficial, and lucky planetary interactions for the entire year. Okay, so now this trine is in earth signs, so that's going to help just to ground emotions, especially if a situation concerns relationships or financial affairs, and it could very well be both. And it can be your relationship that you have with somebody around money, excuse me, or simply your relationship with money, depending on where it's sitting within your house structure, within your chart, your solar chart, and of course within your your personal birth chart. So the main thing to keep in mind for this week is just to adopt a positive attitude, because the positive attitude, unlike the negative or worrying or anxiety, positive attitude and attitude of gratitude just helps to increase the energy of attraction and manifestation. So once again, look for opportunities, possibilities, options, and take your cue from what is organically happening in your life, what's organically coming together nicely and crossing your paths. So, if I just do one main message for this week, it's to just like, don't try to force things, take a step back, see what unfolds. Watch for the coincidences, serendipity, chance meetings, and, consider your options and possibilities. So, in that sense, there's a lot of chaos going on right now, but this is like a little spark of light, which you want to just take notice of. All right, so let's and of course, if, going back to my, before I go into the signs, it's going back to my, courses and general business. Have a look at if you're making any changes in your life, re-entering the workforce, just want to get back on track. If you want to find your life purpose, then Life Purpose Mastery is the course for you. You can do that purely just as a course online, or you can do it with me one-on-one, okay? So depending on how you want to work there. So yeah, go and have a look at that. All right, so Aries, get ready for love, Aries. As the heat sort of turns up in your relationship zone, and when it comes to true love, your heart will steer you in the right direction, okay? So being an Aries, a fire sign, it's like that chemistry. When you have that chemistry, it's like, wow, this is right. At work, you want to get organized with routine and just to stay on top of your workload. If you have those habitable routines, it just helps you to get more done and be more productive. So, and you know, the other note I have here for you is just don't be too proud to ask for and accept a helping hand. All right, you don't have to always do it all by yourself. Now, Taurus, an opportunity at work can get you thinking about making a change. And, you know, the first step is to decide how far you want to rise up in your job. You know, as a Taurus, you're probably pretty ambitious. So once you work out what you want to achieve, how much money you want to make, then you can get that plan in place. Then you can start to manifest that. And when an opportunity comes along, you'll know then, is this right for me or not, okay? So make, you know, and then on the love note, just, you know, it's not all about business, not all about work. You want to make time to have, you know, time with someone that you love. And particularly if there's a deeper, meaningful chat that is overdue, then this could be a good time to have that, okay? Gemini, so there's a change at work, or if you do have a change at work, Gemini, then it can be very beneficial for you now. So you want to stay positive, just watch how things work out, how they unfold. And, you know, there seems to be something like very positive coming in for you. All right, let's hope so. Now with romance and get ready for love, a discussion with someone can, you know, reveal how much you have in common. And once you get to sort of chatting to them, you go, oh yeah, this person it's a lot more interesting than I first thought, right? And an exciting development at home can come through for you now too. Cancer, so the spotlight is on your home environment. No surprise there. As a Cancer, I know I've got a Cancer moon at 0 degrees, and I love my home environment. So you want to be ready for some unexpected but welcome changes. So and your cardinal sign, so you like to have things organized, but you're not beyond making some changes, particularly if they're positive. Now, at work, a creative idea can get the green light now, so that all looks very positive. And social, and on the social side, you want to get out, socialize, and network, okay? So an introduction that you can meet in the social realm, it can really be life-changing in a good way. So it's like socializing, but also networking on a business level. Leo, so the amount of money you are paid, Leo, can reflect how much you think you are worth. So, you know, money and worthiness can really go together when we're looking at manifestation and attraction. So don't give up on your dreams. It's important to, you know, just eliminate, that's what I'm trying to say, eliminate any negative thinking, or limiting thinking, and just stay focused on what you want. Stay focused on your end desired result. That's like the trick, or not the trick, but that's, you know, one of the main formulas for manifestation, right? And, you know, when it comes to love, avoid being critical of a loved one. You know, instead be complimentary. You know, what's that saying? You know, you attract more bees with honey than vinegar or something like that. So yeah, look for the things that you like and can compliment about someone rather than the other way. It's going to get you in their good books a lot faster. Now, Virgo, to stay productive, Virgo, and we know how you love to be productive, you want to be careful right now how you spend your time and who you spend it with. So your creativity is at an all-time high now. And when an opportunity comes your way, you want to be ready for it. So the more organized, productive, and the better you manage your time, then the more ready you're going to be able to recognize an opportunity and say, hey, that's great. Let's run with that. And with Venus in your sign, so romance is also in your stars. It's not all about work. So, but it's up to you, as always, to make time for love, okay? All right, so Libra, if you're waiting on some money news, Libra, then it can come through, and extra cash now can, boost your savings. So we certainly like that. However, don't get involved in any risky business. Making sure it looks, sounds, and feels right. If it doesn't look, sound, or feel right on any level there, trust your instincts. It's not going to be good. Maybe you just need to renegotiate or, make it more suitable for you so it's more balanced. All right. And, leave space in your schedule for romance because, you're Libra, you're ruled by Venus, you love love. And that's the thing that really just keeps your energy positive and high. And so, yeah, you always want to make the space to have some romance or just to get out there and connect with the people that you love. Scorpio, this is a very intense time for love, and it's a message to tune into your intuition. You want to trust your instincts now and your inner wisdom. I mean, what you do next can really set the scene for the future. So you want to choose carefully what your next step is. And part of that being such a strong water sign, part of that is going within and seeing how everything feels, all right? Now, social engagement can be beneficial for friendships and for money, all right? So you want to sort of get out and, there's lots of deals, lots of business deals are done over, lunch, right? Or over having a drink. And so you just never know what somebody's going to present to you, but it all looks really favorable. All right, so Sagittarius, when you're dealing with a work matter, don't assume anything, and you want to get everything in writing so there's no confusion, all right? And so, it's great to do a business or, do things on a handshake, but really, sometimes that doesn't work out really great in the end. So, yeah, take that extra time. Get it in writing so there's like a paper trail there. Now you want to look after your overall well-being right now too, so you don't burn out. So it's a balance between working, socializing, loving, and having some time for yourself, looking after yourself in a mind, body, spirit, so that's like doing exercise, feeding your mind with, positive input, and, doing some meditation or something spiritual for yourself, for your inner self, all right? And for love, you want to just try to live in the moment, enjoy life, don't overcomplicate things and don't overthink things too much, stay in the moment, have fun, enjoy. I mean, we really we do all this planning and visionary for the future, but, we really only have now, right? So you want to enjoy that as well. All right, so Capricorn, an opportunity can come through a friend now, Capricorn, with discussions taking place. So, you're well connected. And so, when something comes through a friend that looks great, you want to follow that through because it could be just made to measure for you. And you know, try to get ahead of your work now so you can act quickly. At the same time, get the facts before you rush into anything. So you want to like be in a position where you can act quickly, but you want to also do your research. And the more organized you are in the rest of your life, you know, work and everything else that's going on, then the more that you can just go, okay, carve out a little bit of space and time to be able to do that. Now, if your love life is important, your love life's always important, right? You know, don't spend all the time at the office. I'm a Capricorn, so I know what that's like, okay? Yeah, and, you know, make some arrangements, make some social arrangements in your calendar. So once it's in the calendar, it tends to happen. All right, so Aquarius, Mars is in your career zone, which can make life a little stressful with deadlines. Whenever Mars is around, it's like, hurry, hurry, let's get things going, let's move forward. Okay, but at the same time, you know, even though it can be a little stressful, it's exhilarating as well. And, you know, Mars is the planet of motivation. So it doesn't motivate you to just move a mountain of work and move forward. So, you know, the main thing, just stay focused, try not to get too distracted, and, you know, be mindful to carve out some nurture time, some self-nurture time. You know, we all need that to unwind. And although, you know, you're a very social person, you know, you love your freedom as well. And so, you know, you want to like make that a priority, that you get enough time for yourself, because you need it for processing. You're an air sign, so you need that time just to process. Okay, don't feel guilty about it. All right, and Pisces, you can turn your dreams into reality now, Pisces, but first you need to know what that looks like. So set your goals. Like before you can visualize and start sort of, you know, attracting things, you need to know what that is. What do you want, you know? And so that way you're more in control of your destiny. So, you know, think that through, be honest with yourself, get some goals set, then you can visualize the outcome and just like really dream big on it, and focus on it often, right? Not just sort of once every now and again, every day. Come back and focus on it so you're reconfirming it, all right? And that helps you just stay on track and work towards just making it happen. Now, news of a monetary help can come your way right now too, and so, you know, that's great. Be open to that. Watch for, you know, the signs of synchronicity and the signs of something coming through. And for love, you want to show your romantic side. You know, your Pisces, you're a dual sign. You're, you know, highly intuitive and highly analytical as well. But, you know, you love, yeah, and harmony. So you want to like just show your romantic side if you're interested in someone. All right. All right, so thanks so much for watching another week, and you know, we'll see you next week, and have a great week. And as I said, prayers go out to everybody in the world that's involved with the chaos that's going on. All right, lots of love. Bye for now.